Hello guys, good morning. How are you today? Hope you had a great weekend. Today we're going to learn how to compare two fractions in two different ways. These fractions are going to have the same numerator. You see that the number that goes on top is the same, 2/3 and 2/8. So in front, you have the representation of each fraction, 2/3. It means that I'm cutting or partitioning my whole into three parts. And how many am I taking? I'm taking two. 1 and 2. On the other one, this fraction is 2/8, and I had partitioned my whole into 8 equal parts, and I'm taking 2. So if I want to compare these two fractions, 2/3 and 2/8, I can say that which one is greater or bigger than the other one. If we just look at it, this one up here, the 2/3, is bigger or greater than the 2/8. So my symbol will go like this. But also I want to show you a way that you can compare fractions, and it's kind of really easy. Even though in your homework or your assignment for today I want both of them, you can do it this way. You have the 2/3 and you have the 2/8, and what we're going to do or to use is the butterfly way or the cross multiplication. And let me just represent it for you really quick. What we do is we just multiply cross. That's why we call it cross, because we cross the bottom one with the top one, and we times it. 3 times 2 equals, and we write it up there. And then we do 8 times 2 equals 16. Which fraction is bigger? It is the one that has the number, the bigger number, the higher number on top. So which one, 16 or 6? 16, right? So 2/3, by doing this, 2/3 is the same as, is bigger, is greater than 2/8. So our answers are the same. Okay, on this second exercise, we have 1/5 and 1/3. Notice again the pattern. We have the same numerator on top. So when we draw the fractions, make sure that your fraction strips or your drawings of the wholes are the same size. You try to make the two fraction strips the same size, because it's not fair to compare a bigger whole with small whole. So we always try to have the same size whole. Okay, so now we have 1/5 and 1/3. Just by looking at it, which one is greater? Can you tell me? Can you look at the strips and compare them just by visual, in a visual way? Which one is bigger or higher or greater? Of course, it's the 1/3, right? So our way to compare here will be 1/3 and 1/5. I think this is bigger than that one. Now we're going to do it on the butterfly method or the cross multiplication. We have the 1/3 and we have the 1/5, and we're going to multiply the bottom top times the top. 3 times 1 equals 3, and then the bottom times the top. 5 times 1 equals 5. Which one is bigger? The 5 of the 3. This one is greater, right? So this is what we get, and this is bigger. So doing it this way, it shows us that 1/3 and 1/5, the 1/3 is greater than 1/5. On your homework, if you print, you don't have to draw your fraction strips. If you can't print the paper, you do have to represent the fractions with a drawing, then compare them, and then show me the second method that I'm teaching you today. The next part of your work for today, you have 3 word problems. The first one, we're going to do it together to show you how to solve it. And the other two, you are going to do it your own. Okay, so it says, after softball, Leslie and Kelly, there are two girls, each buy a half-liter bottle of water. Each one of them bought a bottle of water. Leslie drinks 3/4 of water. Kelly drinks 3/5 of water. Who drinks the least amount of water? Draw a picture to support your answer. So far, what the important information that I can get from this word problem will be that I have two girls, Leslie and Kelly. I have two water bottles. Please don't laugh about my water bottles because you know I'm really bad and terrible at drawing. And it says that Leslie drank 3/4 out of the bottle and Kelly drank 3/5. So in these water bottles, I'm going to represent my fractions. So I have to take 3 out of 4. So I'm taking 1, 2, and 3. And then on the other one, I have to take 3 out of 5. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so now I compare 3/4 and 3/5. Which one is greater just by looking at it? Just by looking at it, which one is bigger or greater? It shows that the 3/4 is greater than the 3/5, right? So I use my symbol. 3/4 is like has the wide open mouth eating the 3/5, right? If we use the other method that I'm teaching you today, so I have the 3/4 right here, and I have the 3/5, and then I do my cross multiplication. 4 times 3 equals 12, and 5 times 3 equals 15. Which one is greater, the 15 or the 12? Let's start with the 15. So this shows me that this fraction is greater. If I use that method, my answer is going to be the same, and I can see that 3/4 it's greater than 3/5. But let's get back really quick to our problem, and it says, who drinks the least amount of water? Draw a picture to support your answer. So your sentence for this problem will be, who drank the least water? So my answer will be Kelly drank the least water, right? How do you support your answer? By your drawing your fraction strips, and also by doing the butterfly method.